Kate, I've been meaning to say this for a while. You're heartless. What's wrong all of a sudden? I'm your mother-in-law, right? But you never come to see me. I'm sorry, Brenda. I've been really busy with work and haven't had the time to visit. Even so, who do you think you are? Don't you think you're neglecting me a bit too much? As a mother-in-law, I feel like I'm invisible. I think you're a little overreacting. I might not visit often, but Victor and I do try to come by whenever we have the same day off. Did I do something to upset you? Everything upsets me. We'll try to come see you more often. That isn't enough. Okay. You're working and earning money? You should buy nice things for me, you know? You act like you're the only one busy and just push your family aside. But I always give you a gift for your birthday and Christmas, right? It shouldn't only be on special occasions. Don't you ever think about doing something nice for me more regularly? Geez, I work hard for my family. Not to spoil you, it's for the sake of all of us. Also, can't you help out a little with the housework on weekends? You should be more helpful. But Brenda, I work during the week, and I'd like to rest on the weekends. We live in separate households, so I think it's normal I focus on my own home. You really are inconsiderate. You should show more concern for me. Have you ever thought about how hard things are for me? Even if you say that, I'm doing my best to help out. I do care about you. No, it's not nearly enough. You have no idea how much I struggle, do you? Brenda, I'm really trying my best as a member of this family. I work every day, manage the household, and I'm grateful to you too. Then show your gratitude more. Buy me a new coat or take me to a fancy restaurant on the weekends. And lately, my skin's been terrible. Would it kill you to treat me to a luxury spa once in a while? That's the kind of consideration I expect. That's a bit much. We have to think about the budget, and we really should avoid unnecessary spending. Excuses, excuses. You really are an inconsiderate woman. I'm doing everything I can. I want to meet your expectations, but some things just aren't possible. If that's how you are, then who will understand my struggles? I give so much for this family, and yet I don't get anything in return. It's not fair. I feel the same way. It's hard when you're asking for things that just aren't realistic. You really don't understand how I feel, do you? I just want you to be a more considerate daughter-in-law. I understand, but I have my limits too. I think it's important for us to meet each other halfway. Enough! I'm just constantly disappointed in you. Kate, it's been 2 weeks since I sent you that text. You haven't come over to help with the housework, and I haven't received any gifts from you either. Honestly, you seriously disappoint me. You still leave me out in the cold. You haven't learned how to appreciate your mother-in-law yet. Brenda, I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've been swamped with work every day. Well, it's clear that I don't matter much to you. You're such a disrespectful daughter-in-law. That's not how I feel at all. By the way, I have something to ask you. Have you been hiding something from me lately? Hiding something? I can't think of anything specific. If there's something you're concerned about, please tell me. Don't lie to me. Ugh, working women. When you prioritize work over family, this is the kind of thing that happens. Shouldn't you be paying more attention to me? What do you mean? I always try to keep my family in mind. It's obvious that because you earn a bit of money, you think it's okay to indulge yourself. I've noticed it. Didn't you buy something expensive recently? Indulge? I don't remember making any big purchases lately. The most I've done is ordered lunch that was $1 more expensive when my favorite dish was sold out the other day. Is that a problem? Oh, and I sometimes treat myself to a cake at the nice cafe after work. It's just a little reward for working hard that day. Also, I got a hair treatment at the salon, which I don't usually do, as a little treat for myself last weekend. I thought it was okay to spoil myself occasionally. Was that wrong? That's not what I'm talking about. You think just because you're earning money, it's okay to spend it however you want. But that's not right. You should be thinking more about me and spoiling me instead. Well, what is it then? I'm sorry, but if you don't tell me, I really don't know what you mean. I'm trying to manage the household budget carefully. I do it for the happiness of the entire family. I see. So you're saying you didn't think it was indulgent, and you're just going to keep it a secret from me. I can't believe your logic. Do you ever consider how much I have to put up with? Seriously, what are we even talking about here? I'm confused. I think there's been some kind of misunderstanding. I do care about you. Enough! The truth is, I already know what you're trying to hide. I only asked to see if you'd admit it. No, really, I'm not hiding anything. There's nothing to admit. I understand your position clearly. Good day. Wait, Brenda. Please, wait. I think there's been a misunderstanding. Mom, it's been a while. It's been a few months since I last messaged you. How have you been? Sean. Sorry, I've been missing in action. I tried to stay in touch, but you know how it is. Don't worry about it. Your dad and I are both doing just fine. How about you? Are things going well with Trisha? Yeah, everything's good. I heard you both got really busy with work right after the wedding. Yeah, it's been a bit hectic, but we're managing by splitting the housework, so it's working out well. That's good to hear. I'm glad to know you're helping out at home too. At first, it was a bit of an adjustment, but now we've got a good rhythm going. I have to say, all those housework lessons you gave me before I got married have been super helpful. I still remember your cooking and cleaning tips and put them into practice from time to time. Your and Dad's advice about the key to a happy marriage, being sharing the housework, has really hit home for me. Seeing Dad always helping out around the house made me naturally want to do the same. I'm really grateful for that. Learning the importance of housework has really made me appreciate you even more now. Doing chores together has also helped Trisha and me communicate better and brought us closer. I'm so glad to hear that. It's wonderful that you guys are enjoying housework together. Oh, right. I actually messaged you because I needed a favor. What is it? You know how we decided to take our honeymoon during the Christmas holidays? Ah, yes. Trisha mentioned that to me on the phone. Well, we're thinking of also coming home for a visit during that time. Oh? Would it be okay if we stayed with you guys starting around mid-December? We'd love to have you. But what about her family? Doesn't she need to visit them? Her parents have a tradition of going on a trip abroad during Christmas, so we're planning to visit them at a different time. I see. Well, in that case, we'd be thrilled to have you both. I'll have to get started on planning the Christmas menu. Trisha loves your cooking, so she'll be thrilled. She's especially excited about your roast beef and clam chowder. Those are her favorites. She's really looking forward to it. That makes me so happy to hear. Roast beef and clam chowder are my specialties after all. Exactly. They've always been my favorites since I was a kid, too. Oh, and she's saying she'll help out in the kitchen. Can you teach her how to make them? That's sweet, but don't wear yourselves out before your honeymoon. Just come and relax. But you know, she really wants to learn your roast beef recipe. She says the way you get the perfect doneness and how it tastes with the sauce is amazing. She thinks your cooking is special and wants to learn from the best. Oh, that's so sweet of her to say. Roast beef does take a bit of effort, but it's totally worth it when I hear that. And I'll make the clam chowder with extra love just for her, so tell her to look forward to it. I never expected her to love your cooking this much. She's excited to spend time in the kitchen with you. Thanks. Give my best to her. I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful Christmas. Honestly, it makes me so happy to see you guys getting along so well. Why wouldn't we? Well, you know, Grandma is, she's kind of the embodiment of the classic mother-in-law, right? Hey now, don't talk about her like that. I know you keep the peace with your kindness, but I have this feeling she's going to do something big soon, and I'm a little bit worried. Well, she dotes on you, so I doubt any of that will spill over to your side. I just hope she leaves you out of it. That's my top priority. All right, we'll head straight to you as soon as our vacation starts, so see you soon. Great. I'll be looking forward to it. Merry Christmas, Kate. How's your Christmas going? Merry Christmas. I'm just relaxing at home. There's something I need to tell you. Oh? What is it? You've been hiding something from me, haven't you? Huh? Is this about what you mentioned before? Is that still going on? Well, actually, just a little while ago, I went to your house. I suddenly thought it'd be better to talk in person. Oh, really? I didn't notice. If you had let me know, I would have welcomed you. Why didn't you say anything? I was going to, but then I realized there was no need, because I figured out exactly what you were up to. So what was the reason for your visit? Was it something important? I took the train tickets from your bag. If someone's going on a trip, it should be me. Train tickets? You mean... Kate, you were about to leave for a trip today, weren't you? I saw the bag and the suitcase already by the front door. I'll be taking that trip instead. I think you could use a break at home. Did you seriously take the tickets out of the bag? Yep. I'm about to board the train. You guys just chill at home. Can't take those tickets. You're going to ruin our plans. Why would you do this? Too late. I'm off to enjoy this trip now. Wait, Brenda. I'm turning off my phone now. I'll let you know if anything comes up, but for now, I'm going to have fun. Sean, where are you? Sorry, I couldn't pick up the phone. I just got to the train station. Are your tickets missing? Yeah, they are. When I did a final check of the bag this morning, they were definitely there. But when I got here and tried to pull them out... Wait, how do you know about this? The culprit is your grandma. What? She came by the house this morning. You had your bags by the front door, right? Since you were about to leave. For some reason, she thought I was the one going on the trip. So she rummaged through your bag and took the tickets. She just sent me a message saying she boarded the train and then turned off her phone. Holy cow! You've got to be kidding me. I know. I can't believe it either. The doors were locked, and your dad had taken her spare key, but she probably found the other spare key I'd given to Grandpa. I'm so sorry I didn't catch this. It's not your fault, Mom. But seriously, what was she thinking? This is unbelievable. Why would she even think you were the one going on the trip? I don't know. I wonder if anything has happened recently that might have confused her. She sometimes gets upset and blames you based on her own misunderstandings. This is probably one of those times. So, what are you going to do now? Did she just take the tickets? Yeah, I think so. But even that's a big deal. If the hotel reservation is still valid, you could drive, but it's far. And with traffic, I wouldn't recommend it. About that, we're going to call it off. Oh no, this is your honeymoon. I'm really sorry. I mean, we could drive, but Trisha gets terrible car sickness. Even with medication, it barely helps. Short distances are okay, but long drives would be a nightmare for her. That's why we chose to take the train. She still gets a bit queasy on trains, but at least it's quick. Oh, poor her. If that's the case, you shouldn't push it. And honestly, we lost all our excitement. We were so looking forward to this, but now, I'm going to call the hotel and cancel. It hurts to pay the cancellation fee, but we're just not in the mood for a honeymoon anymore. Sean, I'm so sorry. We're heading back home for now. All right, I'll wait for you guys. You must be exhausted already. Drive safe. Oh, I had such a great time. Usually, I spend Christmas just relaxing at home. But spending it on a trip wasn't bad at all. Being at a hotel where I didn't have to lift a finger, this kind of luxury really suits me. Listen, Kate, I've just arrived at the station, so come pick me up right away. Brenda, you seem to be in a particularly good mood. Did something nice happen? Of course! Thanks to your spending habits, my travel costs were completely free. I got to indulge in a luxurious experience. As soon as I arrived, I went straight to a high-end spa for a full-body massage. My skin feels so smooth, I think I look 10 years younger. For lunch, I enjoyed a full-course meal at a Michelin-starred restaurant. It was all dishes I wouldn't normally get to eat, so I was absolutely delighted. I didn't know which hotel you booked, so I had to pay out of pocket, but I stayed in a suite at a top-tier hotel. The bed was like a cloud, and I had a lavish breakfast in bed. It's been ages since I've treated myself like this. Thanks to you, I got to escape from daily life and feel refreshed. Even though it was to curb your spending habits, I did end up having a great time. So I suppose I should thank you. It sounds like you really enjoyed yourself, but that trip wasn't something I had planned. What do you mean? Seriously, what have you done? What's the problem? Did you forget about an important day for your grandson? What? You mean Sean? What about him? Do you even know whose tickets you took? Of course, yours. No, they weren't. They were Sean and Trisha's. What? Sean's? How? The 3 nights and 4 days over Christmas that you just enjoyed were supposed to be their honeymoon. Oh my God! I mentioned this to you before, but I guess you weren't listening at all. Wait, what are you talking about? It's been over half a year since they got married. Why now? They've been busy with work, so the only time they could go on their honeymoon was during Christmas. Then that phone call I overheard... What phone call? You were on a landline in the kitchen talking to someone about a trip. Saying a Christmas getaway for 2 didn't sound bad at all. And you seemed so excited. I know you were supposed to go on that trip. You can't fool me. But using Sean and Trisha for this? What are you thinking?
The person I was talking to about the trip was Trisha.
No way! Why would she call the landline when she knows your cell phone number?
My phone was acting up, so I asked her to call the house that day. That's when she told me they were going on their honeymoon during Christmas. I replied that Victor and I usually spend Christmas watching movies, but a trip might be nice, that's all.
Then how do you explain finding the tickets carefully tucked away in your bedroom dresser?
Oh my God, you went into my bedroom when I wasn't at home?
I was monitoring you to make sure you weren't indulging in any luxuries. And there, I found the tickets neatly stored away. How do you explain that?
I was just holding on to them for Sean and Trisha.
Huh? Holding on to them?
Apparently, there's a troublesome neighbor in their apartment complex who always wants what others have. When she found out about their honeymoon, she kept badgering them for the tickets. So they asked me to keep them safe here until the day of the trip.
That's the reason?
If you don't believe me, why don't you ask them? They'll tell you the same thing.
So, it's really true.
By the way, Brenda, who are you with right now?
What?
As soon as I heard you'd arrived at the station, I told Jim.
Jim?
He said he saw you walking out with a familiar man, arm in arm.
Hold on. I told you to come pick me up.
Well, I'm currently at my aunt's vacation home.
What?
Sean, Trisha, and Victor are all here with me.
What's going on?
Sean and Trisha were devastated that their honeymoon was ruined because of you. So when I spoke to my aunt, she offered to host us at her vacation home. It's not far, accessible by local train, and we decided to take her up on the offer. We'll be here until tomorrow.
Oh, shoot!
What's wrong?
Jim just grabbed the man I'm with and is glaring at me right now.
Oh no. Well, he's been aware of your affair for a while and has been gathering evidence.
Are you serious?
So how does it feel to have ruined your grandson's honeymoon?
Wait!
We'll be sending you the bill for the stolen tickets and the hotel cancellation fees. Sean and Trisha are planning to reschedule their honeymoon for the next long weekend, so you'll need to pay the full amount by then.
I don't have that kind of money. I'm so sorry, Kate. I was wrong.
If you really feel that way, why did you do something like this?
I was jealous. I felt like everyone was pushing me away, and I just wanted to be acknowledged.
Hurting your family for such a reason is something I can't understand.
Please forgive me.
I can't. No way. Your actions aren't something that should be forgiven.
What can I do to make it up?
Start by apologizing directly to Sean and Trisha, and pay back the cancellation fees and the cost of the tickets.
I don't have that kind of money.
Then you'll have to work to pay it back.
Please, spare me.
Listen, Brenda, you need to take responsibility for your own actions. We don't want to be dragged into your problems anymore.
I'm really sorry.
It's too late. You need to reflect on your actions and figure out what you're going to do next.
Wait. Jim just said he's divorcing me and is going to demand alimony.
That's only to be expected.
This can't happen. I can't survive if he leaves me, and I can't pay alimony.
That's something you'll have to figure out on your own.
I can't do it. I'm a housewife.
Well, we're not planning to take care of you anymore, so good luck with that. I was shocked when I later heard from Jim, my father-in-law, that Brenda's boyfriend was actually one of his colleagues at work. She was over the moon about dating a man more than 10 years younger than her, but her world came crashing down when the affair was exposed at the station. Not only was she hit with compensation from Jim, but she was also billed for the train tickets and hotel cancellation fees by her own grandson. She ended up with a huge amount of debt. She tried asking for help from relatives, but no one was willing to lend her a hand. After being kicked out of her home with nowhere to go, she had to find a live-in job and is now spending her days working to pay off the debt. This is the result of her arrogance and selfish actions. No matter how much she suffers, it's her own doing. As for me, when Trisha became pregnant, Victor and I moved in with her and Sean. It's been a long time since I've cared for a baby, so I'm a bit nervous. But Victor and I are looking forward to giving them all the support we can.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.